Alrighty, hello friends, we're back and it's time to show you the house. But this house is going to change. And okay, I'm not proud of my house. I'm not like, oh, look at my crappy house. I'm so like, whatever. I'm so like on point that I don't care what people think about me. I care what people think about me. I take mean comments, like they go to my head, etc., etc. But I do also know that I like to help people, and I truly believe that showing my house as it is, I literally have not picked up anything, even stuff I've been tempted to pick up because I'm like, oh my god, I should not show that. I have not picked up because I want people to know that this is not as I live always, but where I'm living now, because everything's just kind of snowballed the past 2-3 weeks, and which is why I'm kind of taking the vacation to take the me time, as I said in my last video. But I also want people to see the house and be like, oh my god, my house is that crappy. It's not just me. I don't need to be embarrassed and hide. I think embarrassment's good in the sense that, like, if you don't like your living situation, if you're embarrassed of it because you don't think you're living up to the standard that you want to live at, not because someone down the street doesn't like it, okay, just ignore them. But if you yourself have a standard that you're not living up to, then yeah, you're gonna feel embarrassed about it. And that's you telling what you need. It's you telling yourself what you need and what you like and what you enjoy. So I'm embarrassed about my house. I don't like my house, but it happens. It like literally just happens to you. So we're just gonna start, I guess, in the bathroom. So here's the bathroom. Now, luckily, see, I have systems in place. So luckily, like inside the bathroom, inside here, let me show you this. Can I show you this? There. That's not all that bad. I do need to make a point of like scraping it down more, but like, for example, those are empty. The 2 of the 4 are empty. And there's a Band-Aid. Like, why doesn't that just go in the trash? I don't know. I'm just too tired. I don't want to put it in the trash. That's such a dumb excuse. But it's not a dumb excuse in the moment. In the moment, it's a real thing. In the moment, it's like, I just need to, like, even to like, I'm like, I don't want to cry because I'm like remembering being this exhausted. But sometimes you're so exhausted and you're on the verge of tears that like you need to take a shower because you haven't taken a shower in several days or something. You just need a shower to calm down. You need it, but you just don't have the energy to do anything else. And because not that like throwing out a Band-Aid would exhaust you, but it just, everything kind of feels like the straw that's going to break your little camel's back. Everything is a straw. I think that's the best way to explain it. You've become so overburdened that every little thing is a straw. So for example, I need to clean this up. See, I have systems in place. They're all confused now. And like, these are dry. I just dropped you. Oh my gosh. These are dry. They just need to be put away, etc., etc., etc. There's trash on the floor. And there's a pile of underwear and trash on the floor, which is dumb because I have a box for underwear, but like underwear comes off next to the shower, as do clothes. But for example, like here are my trash cans. Why don't I just use my trash cans? Well, they need their liners redone, but for the most part, it's like, why don't you just change out the liners, put the trash cans where they're supposed to go so that you don't accumulate trash. I don't know. We'll be doing that this week. And I'm wearing a really grunge outfit, so I really don't want you to see me, but I guess you are gonna see hi there anyways. You know what, I'm not the skinniest person in the world, but I'm definitely not the chubbiest person in the world, but I always look chubby on camera. I always look bigger than I am in real life, and it makes me very self-conscious. I'm gonna put that out there, and now we're just gonna go for it, even if you see me looking chubby. So anyways, my vanity, like for example, like just take, I think that's been there for a long time. Let's just use to move. For example, trash that could go like right down there. Who knows? For example, we went on vacation for the 4th of July, which was like a month ago or so, and I've just been using my travel bag. A pile of clean dry bathing suits that have a drawer. This is a drawer I created for no reason at all. This at least is kind of organized. This is where like hair stuff goes, but obviously not all the hair stuff's put away. The reason that's a pointless drawer is that I have, oh yeah, I'm sorry if there's like tampons on the floor. My cats take them out of the trash can. So I'm on my period and they're taking them out. No, I don't take the actual tampons out. They take the little wrappers out and they play with them. I do throw those away because that's like a sanitary thing for me. So I like will go to the kitchen and throw them away, or I'll make a point of throwing them away. But like my cats will like take them out and I put them away every evening. They also eat Q-tips like that you put, like these things that you put in your ears. They eat these. Why? I don't know. So anyways, I do have these, which have seen better days. This is my hall closet. It has technically rules by which it is supposed to live by. However, as you can see down here, it is not living by those rules. And it has done nothing. It is all my fault. Up here we have games, but there's some games like on the floor that need to be put back up here. So, you know, not exactly the greatest thing in the world. You can see the living room in the mirror. Here we have shoes. Here we have shoes. And down here is some like, when I first moved in, everything was in cardboard boxes. And actually, this is also kind of why my house went to hell in a handbasket, is that I actually cleaned up my house really well. And I had about like 12 or 14 boxes not unpacked yet. And my house was spotless. And my kitchen was spotless. And I was so proud of myself. And then, I got cockroaches in the empty cabinets of my kitchen. I'm like, if I'm gonna get cockroaches, can't they like be in the pantry? And then an inspector came out and he said that they most likely came in with my boxes from storage or something like that. And sure enough, so I rapidly unpacked all the 12 boxes like onto the floor to just get rid of cardboard, because it says that they eat cardboard. And sure enough, there were a whole bunch of them in there. So basically, so I had this spotless clean kitchen, and I was so proud of myself, and I had this clean house, and then it just vomited up junk out of boxes. And then I had my boyfriend come in from out of town, and he was staying with relatives, and then people came over to have dinner, so then everything just got like thrown into my bedroom, which we'll now go see. This happened when my boyfriend was here to, well, he didn't stay with me, but when he was here to see me, this is what happened. And it just happened so suddenly and so quickly, and it was so overwhelming that I never fixed it. So basically, I will show you this now. This is my bedroom. And basically, all that stuff that was in the boxes from moving, literally, I dragged it out from the living room so I could have dinner guests. And so my living room was spotless, and I threw it all in here just so no one would see it, and so that I could have dinner guests over, because social is important to me. So that's that. That's my bed. I actually do attempt to make it every day, but considering that I didn't get out of bed until like 5:30 today because it was a really bad day, there's that. There's just like, it just doesn't need to be there. And like my poor little bookcase once was organized, and like, maybe you're like, Christina, you need less books. Well, no, I don't need less books. There's space, and what you'll see is that like all down on the bottom two shelves are teaching and reference. Like pretty much, I think all of the bottom is teaching. And then there's reference and stuff for like tax preparation and things that I have my college degrees in. And then I have foreign languages, music studies, and then reference books as well. And I think one is classical literature. However, that needs to go out into my living room bookcase, which is kind of a different category. And then over here we've got more just, it's not so bad on this side. Also, another thing about this bed is that it has storage in it. It's a really great bed. It has storage. So what we have is we have, you and me, Me and the cats, I don't know who he is, but I have yardage, like fabric, and some overflow there. Blankets are in there, like quilts, blankets, throws. Also, in that side up at the front, pillows, blankets, throws, stuffed animals. And then down here at the bottom is my pants. So there is a system, I'm just not using it. Over here is the dresser that used to be cleared off. What is up here is not so bad, but what it is it's all my fragiles or my sentimentals. There's a couple up there that I haven't really figured out where I want to put them in my house yet, but they had to come out of the boxes, unwrapped of all their like packing paper because they were stuffed to the gills with packing paper to keep them safe. And I just, like, for example, this is from my father when I was really little. We went to the street fair, which we go to every year. These were from my mother's mother. This was from my mother. This is also from my mother's mother. This was from these two are from my father's mother. This is from the Netherlands. Just like, you know, that kind of stuff that's like important to you that needs to go around places, but it can't go around when the house looks like this. Here's my lovely piano that you can't approach. And my violin. Oh, look! And a cat! Can you see the cat? He's back there. Hi, kitty! That's Milo. And Lily's on the bed. But there's Milo. It's hard for me to tell where you are because I'm using the rear view. I mean, the like front view camera. And then in here, we actually have like, these are folding doors. Again, the ethereal we. It's just me. Just me. Over here, we have, which is actually, this side's actually organized because I don't use it. Best way to keep your stuff organized, don't touch it. I'm just kidding. Back here we have raincoats because they're really long. So like all the long stuff's in the back. We have snow coats. I used to live in Boston and Seattle. So while I'm in Southern California, and I do hope, and I like, my boyfriend's in the Midwest, so I plan to visit the Midwest and maybe live back where it's cold someday. Then we have sweatshirts. Sweatshirts without sleeves, like little vest things. We have sweaters, blazers, sweaters. Then we're into turtlenecks. Then we're into long sleeves without turtlenecks. Mixed in with some like, oh yeah, these are the sweaters here, sorry. Sweaters are here. These are like really thick, heavy coat sweaters. Then these are like cash sweaters, sweater tops, long sleeve shirts, more blousey shirts. These are all long sleeved. And then just like some, what do you call these? Dressing gowns? You know, your little tie, whatever. I don't know. Over here we have business. So this side, I'm not quite sure how I want to organize it. I think I need to redo it, but it's supposed to be business, short sleeves, t-shirts, skirts, dresses, long dresses, and long skirts that can't be folded. Up here is knitting land and yarn. This is all knitting and yarn. And I used to do so much, and I used to have, anyways, I used to teach. I used to have a lot more kids in my life. I used to have, when I lived near a certain family, I had more kids in my life. So anyways, different subject for a different day. But basically, I have a lot of like supplies for children because I love my nieces and nephews, and my niece and nephews, I only have one niece. I love them and I love to play with them. So basically, and I'm very crafty. So up here we have all the craft supplies. However, as you have seen, not all the craft supplies have made it to their eternal homes here in their labeled boxes. They're floating around my apartment because, you know, I made like invites for my sister's baby shower, and then all the invite stuff just never made it back into the paper and sticker box, or didn't make it back into the party box, or like, yeah. Sewing, crafting. Oh, this is sewing. This is empty. So like I have some stuff that I like can still organize my house with. I'm very prepared to organize my house. And then over here is actually something I'll do in a video really soon. Is we have like the needles and like sewing needles, knitting needles, latch hook, origami, perler beads. Then we have like painting supplies, both like acrylic paints and actual oil painting. And then we have a whole bunch of like pastels, watercolors, colored pens, pencils, markers, and a whole bunch of extra stuff from like a box I had in storage from like my childhood bedroom, which I'm gonna go through soon, and we're gonna pair down together and give away. Down here, there are some systems in place that are not being used. Like for example, back here is not where cats are supposed to sleep, which is where they think they're supposed to sleep, but they're not. This is where but like big bags and backpacks go. Then in here, you can't see that one, but in here there are purses, and there's also purses down there. This is a stamp box full of stamps, like not stamps, punches, like for making stuff. Laundry, which as you can tell is full and is going to be 3 times as full when I get everything off my floor. Over here, this is yardage that my cats have knocked down because they feel like they deserve to sleep up there. In here we've got socks and tights. My grandfather actually made this by hand. We have hats, hoods to jackets, and then down here we have scarves. But I'm thinking that maybe I need to figure out another storage setting for my scarves, just because I don't think I have the right balance of like sock storage. This is full, and there's more socks. I don't know. We'll see. And look, some junk. Some junk. This actually used to be up here, but my cat knocks it off, so he's just gonna break it. Over here we have the remnants of what I have not unpacked. So in here I have like photo albums and photos. In here is all stuff I have actually looked at. So here's the thing, is that if you're trying to pare down and you just want to start, get a cat. Come here. Okay, fine. He left. Anyways, start simple. Don't try to conquer the whole thing in an entire day. I'll show you guys more intensely in a video, but basically everything in this box came from like storage moving boxes. These didn't come from storage, so they're safe, so they don't have cockroaches in them, but I've seen them, and I know that they need to be looked at further, like filed, sent, or I need to, like, I'm not sure if I want to get rid of them or not. There's an emotional issue with them. But you just go, basically you're making a trash pile. Well, you're making a recycling trash, you know, like a shredding pile. So you're making a trash, recycle, and a keep and do later box. And if you can pare down 6 boxes into 1 box, that's progress. Yeah. This is belts and more scarves and hats and stuff. So it's like you saw saying over here, I need to figure out something new. This is where like actual dirty laundry is supposed to go, like underwear, bras, socks, but I don't use it. And like the coat hanger bins, they just need to be filled. So there's just stuff. Anyways, I got really sidetracked with my closet because it's kind of the only semi-cool thing in my house. I'm just walking through my bedroom, and I'm going to show you the living room last because this video is almost 20 minutes and I gotta go fast. Okay, so here we are in my living room, and it's crap. So basically, it's got a really nice layout and design, just covered in junk. And towels that like I use to wrap my cat up because I have to wash his face every day, so they're not like dirty, they're just covered in hair, and I have to wrap him up like a little tiny itty bitty burrito every day. He becomes a burrito. For example, like my entertainment center is actually nice, but it's pulled away from the wall because I haven't set up the like cords, because it's just been too much mental energy to like sort the cords and plug them in and label them, and it's just been too much. But we'll do that. We will do that. This table is meant to go over here, but I moved it when we had guests because I only own 1 chair, and it's never moved back. Some stuff that was pulled out of my kitchen when we were doing the cockroach stuff, which I'm still conquering the cockroaches. So the kitchen's actually not that bad. As you can see, like my cabinets are all put together. I have some recycling that I need to take down to the recycling bin. And I throw away my food pretty regularly. Except for that little pile, which has been the last 2 days. So like when I'm really depressed or I'm really sad, they just like, you know, you sit on the couch and the food piles up next to you. But I've actually been doing pretty good. But anyways, I'm not going to show you the kitchen, not for like gross reasons, as in like I'm embarrassed, just like I have a whole bunch of like traps out, and they aren't like traps that catch the cockroaches. They're like, they poison the cockroaches, and then the cockroaches like crawl out and like die. So like there's just like dead cockroaches, and then the other cockroaches come and eat the cockroach bodies because apparently they're cannibals and they die too. So there's so I just vacuum them up every day, and apparently these are supposed to work, and in time no more cockroaches will come, and I have all these traps and they're supposed to be effective. So I'm just not going to show you the kitchen because, not because I'm embarrassed, just because you don't need to see cockroach traps. Pretty much, basically and simply. It's now been a 21-minute video. We've made no progress, but I wanted to just show you my house. So I'll just slowly like show you the house and the sewing machine, like simple stuff. And one of these drawers is supplies that we will go through and clean out, and the cat station, and just stuff. So anyways, that's my house, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's really a video to enjoy because it's a messy house video, but it's our starting ground, and I will catch you in the next video, which probably won't be tonight, unless I do some work tonight. I'm quite exhausted. I will video if I do work. And I'm going to actually sit and journal exactly what order I'm going to clean my house in, and in the order that I think will be best for you if you're watching this because you struggle with this issue as well. I'm going to, oh, my friend just sent me a text saying, good night, I hope you wake and refreshed. They were trying to text me today, and I said, I'm really sorry, but I'm hiding and asleep. And so they were like, oh, I understand. So I said, thanks for understanding, and et cetera, et cetera. Anyways, I have great friends. But anyways, yes, I'm going to journal and write down a plan of action that I think, even if it's not going to be the best action for me, I think I'm going to do it in an order that I believe will be helpful for you as well. So like making it a general thing that I believe will help you. And again, people used to pay me to like organize stuff. So somewhere in there is the ability to organize. It's just not connecting with my emotions at the moment. But anyways, I will catch you in my next video. Bye bye. Good night.